Hello everyone. So today, what topic we are going to see? Recently, WHO, World Health Organization, has released a guidance document about antibiotic pollution. Okay, especially for the manufacturing sector, that the one which manufactures the antibiotics, for them they have released it. So we are going to discuss about that only. So as usual, what I will do, I'll make a flow chart for you. Then I'll show each slide one by one so that you can also take a photo. Okay, so now see this. What are the points we have to note under this? So this is a very important body, WHO. So first, let us make some notes like, see, you have to draw a flow chart. Who has released this? WHO. WHO has come out with a guidance, a document we can say. So first in this, what is it? What? Okay, what is this guidance about? So for that, you should know that it is, okay, it is a guidance about the, I can say guidance or a document about the wastewater. Okay, wastewater and solid waste management. Okay, solid waste management. Okay, so on manufacturing of antibiotics. You can say like this, manufacturing of antibiotics. Okay, antibiotics. So here there is a word called antibiotics, and the entire document is about antibiotics only. Okay, so especially the pollution related to antibiotics. What are called antibiotics? So these are the drugs which fight against the bacteria. Okay, the bacterial infections, we can say like that, or the pathogenal infections. Okay, now we know what it is. So it is a guidance document to regulate the pollution, okay, especially the wastewater, the solid waste management on the manufacturing of antibiotics. For whom it was developed? For whom? That should be the second question for you. Whom? For whom the WHO has developed this document? Then you have to know for the regulators. It is for multiple stakeholders. I can say like that. So for the regulators plus procurers, the one who procurers plus inspectors, one who inspects, and the industries. Okay, for all these people together, they develop this guidance. So for whom? We have answered that also. For whom they are developing this. Then third question which you have to keep in mind is that how it is developed. How they develop this, how it is developed. So see, when they're making SDG goals and MDG goals, the main difference is that so how who and all joined together, they made MDG, only developed countries, and they dictated the developing country. But SDG means it's a collaborative approach. Same way, it is a collaborative approach, we can say. It's a close collaboration. Okay, it is a close collaboration with various international experts. They came together, various international experts came together, then they designed this guidance. Okay, so this is the third point which you have to keep in mind about this guidance. So what it is and for whom it has been developed and how it was developed. And the fourth thing, why it is developed. Why we need this? Why we need this guidance for waste water and the solid waste management? Because to reduce, I can say, or to address the AMR crisis. What is AMR crisis, students? It is antimicrobial resistance. I'm writing here, see this, antimicrobial. Together you have to write microbial resistance. What is called as antimicrobial resistance? Okay, what is antimicrobial resistance? That is, this AMR occurs when our body, anyone's body which is affected by a virus, bacteria, fungi, no longer respond to the medicines given by the doctors. Then what happens? Suppose a person is infected by TB. Now they are giving anti-TB drugs. Okay, so then what happens? This body does not react to the drug. And it also lead to new drug resistance bacteria will get formed in his body. So far, no medicine would have been developed for it. So what happens? It will eventually lead to the death of the patient. So that is called as antimicrobial resistance. When the body is not reacting or responding to the medicines given for the particular disease. That means a new version of the disease has been developed. Okay, so that has become all over world now. It's a global threat. It is becoming a global threat, that antimicrobial resistance. For that purpose only, especially to address the AMR crisis. Okay, AMR crisis in the manufacturing, that is antibiotic manufacturing industries. I can say like that, manufacturing industry. So do you get this 4 point related to this guidance? Now, below this, what you have to write, see, since I don't have space, I'm going to either erase or write it in the next page. So aim of this guidance, the document, the WHO guidance document, aim of this WHO guidance document. What is the aim of the WHO guidance document? I can say there are two aims. Okay, one, I can mention like this. First, you can write to address, okay, to address wide range of stakeholders. Wide range of stakeholders. We have already seen that. See, not one person, multiple stakeholders will be able to tackle this pollution issues, including the regulators, the one who procure it, the inspectors, industries. Okay, like this we can say. Then second important aim is that to foster, okay, that is to increase a collective effort. Increase the collective effort. Okay, increase the collective effort to mitigate. Okay, to mitigate the environmental impact. How much damage it is creating, this antimicrobial resistance. Environmental impact, okay, of antibiotic manufacturing. The antibiotic manufacturing industries are producing the antibiotics. Then what happens? They are trying to release the waste into the water bodies or in the soil. So in such a way, they are also trying to spread this, drugs. And now the uncontrollable level, I can say like that. So now the pathogens which is present there, so it develops resistance to this. That's how, so we can say foster a collective effort. One, to address. Second, to foster a collective effort. So below this, you're going to join together, and how they are going to do this. The aim is to address wide range of stakeholders and to foster a collective effort to fight against this AMR crisis. How they are going to do this? Through three key elements. We don't have space here, so I'm going to take this into the next page. Three key elements, but you will have a full page. You can write it through three key elements. What are those three key elements? You can see this. Let us go to the next page. And if it is empty, we'll use that. No. So what I will do is that I will just erase and I'll use the same page. Okay, see this. So I hope you would have done till this. Right. Now, below that, we have written three key elements, okay, to address this AMR crisis and to fulfill the aim of this document. Okay, so what are those three key elements only we are going to see now. Okay, so let us take like this. Three key elements, what are they? See this. Yes, sorry. So let's clear all drawings. No, I'll use it from today. See this. What are those three? See, from the diagram, you would have mentioned like this, the three key elements. So what are those three key elements? So I can draw like this. Number 1, 2, 3. You have to write. So first, what they are going to do, what the guidance is doing. First, it is defining targets. First thing is it is defining targets. Second, okay. So it establishes a risk management process. Risk management process to achieve the target. To achieve the target. First, it is trying to define the target, then achieving the target through risk management process. Third is that independent audit. Third, it tries to conduct independent audit, okay, to check or to verify, I can say, to verify whether the targets are fulfilled. So these are the three things we have to mention or we have to keep in mind. Fulfilled. Okay, so the three, how the diagram starts, what is it? Then for whom it is developing, and then how it is developed and why we are developing it. Okay, for why. Then what is the aim of this guidance document and how this aim is satisfied. So three pillars. One is defining the target. Second is, fulfilling the target. How will you fulfill the target? By establishing a risk management process. Then how will you check whether the target is fulfilled? Through independent audit mechanisms. That is third point. Three things you have to keep in mind. Finally, students, the last one in this particular document, which we have to remember is that I hope you would have taken all of you would have taken this. Now let me clear all the drawings. See the last diagram or flowchart, which we have to remember about this topic is that you can mention like this. This guidance or the document, any name you can use, but generally you use guidance. This guidance, you see, it has, okay, the guidance has two principles, two guiding principles, I can say, of this guidance. What principles is it is going to follow? Number one, see, if it is not visible here, I am writing down here. Okay. So number one, what principle? It is taking a precautionary approach. Precautionary approach. Okay. To set the targets or to make targets. I can say to set targets. Precautionary approach. This is first principle. What is the second principle? Second principle is that the concept of, okay, concept of progressive improvement. Concept of progressive improvement to achieve the targets. These are the two principles which are underlined in the guidance. One principle is talking about a precautionary approach to set the target. Second principle is concept of progressive improvement to achieve the target. So there are two principles. And this guidance is emphasizing on, it is giving much importance to what? Emphasis on public transparency. This is very important point, public transparency. So when we all know about this, then only we'll be very careful. We'll not simply throw away the tablets. So public transparency. So there are two principles for this guidance. One is this, another one is this, and the public transparency. One is precautionary approach, PEA. Another one is CPA, concept of progressive improvement. Okay. And along with this, this document also underscores the need, the importance of, okay, safeguarding, the way of affordability of medicines, especially the antibiotics, to the vulnerable segments. The poor people know. So when everyone join hands to protect this AMR crisis only, we will be able to, protect the people from the new antibiotic drug resistant viruses or bacteria which is developing. So this is all about this particular topic. Now, as I said, I'll just go from the first slide. You can take some snapshot if you want. So let me first erase all these things, students. So it will be helpful for you. See, take pictures if you want. So this is a news which I have discussed for you. Then come to the second document. So I already have discussed about it. What is this document? Guidance is about. Okay, and whom it is targeting. Okay, then how it is developed, that also we have discussed. So it's close to collaboration. This I have already made as a point for you. And why we are trying to develop this. Okay. And the three key elements of the document. This also we have discussed. Okay, if you want, you can take a snapshot from here. Three key elements. Then the two guiding principles that also we have made as a diagram. And this especially, the element outlined in the document, it is more similar to the antimicrobial resistance industry alliances standard, which is already there. But in certain areas, it differs from it. Okay. So then we can say the document gives importance to public transparency and also the supply and affordability of antibiotics, particularly for the vulnerable population, supporting it. Okay. Then these are some of the, you can make a, you can take a picture. So it does not include a detailed financial and economical analysis of implementation. This is gray area. Okay, then it is here about AMR. We have explained what is AMR. That is antimicrobial resistance means what? We have mentioned this. You can take a picture. So how it is polluting the environment. So now the key takeaways. This you can use it for a revision about this topic. So synopsis of the, this is practice question. You can try this question at home. So here, see, consider the following statements. We have given two statements. Then you have to find out which is the right one. From the documents which we have already discussed, only these points are taken. Okay, then see practice question 2. This is also two statements has been given about antimicrobial resistance. Okay, so then you have to find out the right answer. And at the final page, there is an answer. Once you have tried your questions, you can use this. Okay, fine. So this is the way we will be discussing the current affairs. Environment through learning environment through questions, that will be totally in a different pattern, which I am doing now and then. Okay, so we'll do both the things together simultaneously. Thank you all. So we'll meet again for another topic.